Art History Online presents La Primavera by Italian Renaissance painter Sandro Botticelli. La Primavera is an enigmatic painting, as well concerning its history as its interpretation. The Tempera on panel painting isn't signed, nor is it dated, though scholars agree that La Primavera is made between 1477 and 1482. The original title is also unknown. The common title descends from Giorgio Vasari. He wrote about the painting after seeing it in 1550. It is commonly thought that La Primavera was commissioned by Lorenzo de' Medici as a wedding gift for his cousin Lorenzo di Pierfrancesco de' Medici. The House of Medici was a very powerful and wealthy Italian family. They commissioned numerous works of art. Botticelli integrated a Medici family portrait in his painting Maria del Magnificat. La Primavera was part of the de' Medici inventory, and probably hung in the master bedroom of Lorenzo di Pierfrancesco de' Medici. In 1815 the painting was donated to the Uffizi Gallery in Florence. It was stored for a long time. It is only on public display since 1853. Nowadays it is a touristic highlight of the city of Florence, and the large painting is hung prominently in the Uffizi. The figures on the painting are life-size, since the painting is over 2 by 3 meters. Looking at the painting, we can see several male and female figures, in a triangular composition, starting at the central woman. Besides the triangular composition, we can definitely see clear horizontals in the canopy of leaves, the suggested horizon, and the horizontal placement of the figures. These horizontals are also balanced by vertical lines, in the trees and the figures. In short, we can say it is a fairly balanced composition. Although Botticelli didn't use a linear perspective, we do get a sense of space and distance. In art historical terms, this is called atmospheric perspective. This tangible spaciousness is created by the triangular composition and the suggested horizon, but also by the ordonnance, overlap, the unfolding trees, and the refined details. The different planes are emphasized by a contrast in light and dark colors, respectively the bright figures and the dark backgrounds. Concerning overlap, the way the two outmost right figures are tangled displays Botticelli's amazing painterly skills. We can notice Botticelli's great eye for detail in the refined flowers overlapping the feet of several figures. Scholars were able to identify hundreds of different species of plants and flowers in this painting. Now we have arrived at the most discussed aspect of La Primavera. Who are those figures, and what does this scene represent? La Primavera depicts the beginning of spring. The further meaning of this work is debated. Though being a wedding gift, it is thought that it's also about marital love and fertility. The painting represents several classical figures in an orange grove, reminding of a heavenly garden. The orange tree is the symbol of the de' Medici family. In this orange grove we can see Venus, accompanied by a Puto, being Cupid, the son of Venus. The three Graces, Mercury, Zephyr, the god of the west wind, the nymph Chloris, and Flora, the goddess of spring. The subject is secular, meaning pagan or without a religious intention. It is made during the Renaissance, literally a rebirth, the rebirth of Roman and Greek culture, a time classical themes were used in the arts. Even though the painting has a secular theme, the triangular composition evolving around Venus reminds of a conventional representation of Madonna and Child. The goddess Venus is the Roman patron of marriage. Her son, though being blindfolded, aims his arrows of love at the three Graces. The three Graces represent the feminine virtues, chastity, beauty, and love. The depiction of the three Graces gives Botticelli the opportunity to show his ability to paint different poses and sides of the human body. The jewels the female figures are wearing are in the Medici family colors. Botticelli's brushstrokes are almost invisible. The transparent look is a characteristic of the tempera technique. but Botticelli also uses graceful, fluid strokes to paint these weightless and elegant figures. Here we see Mercury driving the clouds of winter away with his staff. On the far right, Ovid's story of Zephyr, Chloris, and Flora is represented. Zephyr, the bleak west wind, wants to capture the nymph Chloris. He succeeds and rapes the nymph with his breath. Flowers come out of Chloris' mouth as she transforms into Flora, the goddess of spring and flowers. As she talks, her lips breathe spring roses. I was Chloris, who am now called Flora. It seems somewhat grim to depict a tale of sexual violence on a wedding gift, especially since the bride was a young girl. According to scholars, it wasn't an uncommon motive at that time. The story is about marital love and fertility, telling the girl it is different from premarital lust. Some argue that Flora and Mercury, though idealized, are the portraits of the bride and groom. In just a few minutes, you've learned the major facts about Botticelli's Primavera. What makes this painting much appreciated are the plenty naturalistic details, the elegant and weightless figures, and the poetic character of the whole. Thank you for watching this video by Art History Online. If you want to learn more about masterpieces of Western art, please subscribe.